It's your girl Cassie from Elusives Exclusives. I'm going to be doing a review on the OUTRE Vixen 4-part lace front wig, as well as a makeup tutorial directly after. Enjoy! So I'm just showing my prepping stage. I currently have my natural hair twisted under all my wig caps, and just showing you guys that I'm not bald underneath. I've been natural for about 2.5 years, and I typically just twist and take all my hair back and put it in a small ponytail. I use a flesh tone wig cap as well, trying to mimic the color of my scalp. And it definitely helps for lace fronts that have parting in them, because then I don't have to use makeup to actually cover the portion of that lace front to mimic a actual lace line. So I've already cut the lace from this wig, and there's lace all the way in the back as well. It comes with 2 combs in the front, 1 comb in the back, and I'm also going to show you guys just where it parts at in the front. I wanted to wear it down, and I didn't want to get into too many styling techniques, but if you purchase this wig, you'll be able to have a little bit of versatility as far as styling as well. So you can see how that wig cap just helps mimic a scalp without me having to do the extra work of using concealer or makeup. So it parts down the middle. It does not part on the sides, and it also parts at the half crown. I pull out my natural hair around the edge line. I've seen some people in their YouTube blogs where they created the baby hairs from the actual lace front itself. I didn't feel like doing that. I feel like, for me, I've always used my natural hairline to blend my wigs in, and I've just started creating baby hair from my lace fronts. I just didn't want to do it with this particular unit. I'm wearing it in a DR30. This is one of my favorite colors with OUTRE. It's one of my favorite colors really with all wigs. I'm just going to show you that this middle part can go all the way to the back of my nape. You can also part in the mid crown, like I said. You can put this hair up in a ponytail. It's not too long. It's probably about 20 inches. It's not like Nicki Minaj long. It sits right in a comfortable position. But like I said, I like comb overs, so I'm not going to wear it completely down the middle. So that's just like a natural look for me. A comb over is just, it's got just a natural lay to it. And I'm just showing you where you can't part it on the sides. So I really love this wig. This unit was about $50 on most online websites. I thought it was a great idea to use it. I'm also going to show you guys how I blend my hairline within this wig. So I kind of skip forward through my makeup just to go back to that part to show you what I do. I use a gel called Protein Styling Gel by Care. It can be purchased at your local beauty supply store, and I just gel down those edges and blend it with the actual wig hair itself. This is a synthetic lace front, so that's why it's like $50. Very reasonable cost if you ask me. I thought it was worth $50. You get the same versatility that you would get with a human lace front wig or a human 360 wig. So you can't really beat that, because most of your human lace front wigs cost probably around $200 to $300 depending on the type of hair you want. So like I said, I'm going to do this comb over, and I just blend my hair with a quality gel. And voila, there you have it. Let's move on to makeup. The first step to doing any makeup is making sure your face is clean. So I'm using a cleanser / makeup remover just to get the grime off my face before I start. And you can get this at your local store, pretty much anywhere. My next step is concealing / correcting. And I use a concealer that I purchased from the PX, which is like a military store. It's created by Becca Cosmetics. I usually use my fingers. Those are the best paint brushes for the face. And I go right under each eye. That's the only place that I apply this concealer / corrector. That's how great it works. I don't use the MAC palette that I've shown previously. I don't use that palette anymore to do any contouring. I want to actually use powders and highlights to kind of achieve that same effect. So this concealer / corrector really just takes like the tiredness from under my eyes. So it comes in that small little jar I just showed you. It comes in a variety of colors. So ladies, you will be able to purchase a color close to your tone, just as I was. That little jar costs like $16. So I use my little sponge just to blend everything in. And then the next thing I do is I just go into my eyebrows. I currently get my eyebrows threaded. They always mess up. I don't know why. They mess up on one eyebrow all the time, so I always have to like self-correct. Anyway, I use a Color Stay Revlon brow pencil. It comes with a little brush attached. Everyone has their own thing. I don't like using the brow palette, all that extra work put into my eyebrows. I just don't have time for. I am a mom, I'm a soldier, and I just don't have the extra time to put in that work. So I just stick with a pencil and I grow out my own eyebrows to get the thickness that I need. So pretty much I'm barefaced at this point. I only have that concealer corrector and the brow pencil. So this is the Match Master foundation that I use from MAC. It's currently in an 8.0. I put a couple of drops of 7.5, a color that just a shade lighter to give a more reasonable shade for me. And that's what I love about that foundation, is that it's customizable. So if you're in your summer months and you're a little bit darker, you can purchase a shade just a tad bit lighter. It definitely just melts into the skin for me. So as you can see, as I'm applying it, you could barely tell that I'm applying foundation, but it's giving me a great base that I can start with. So I'm applying it to my neck. As you can see, my face is a little bit lighter than the rest of my body. I don't want people to have the impression that I purposely lighten my face. I don't. It's just, that's just how it is, and that's how I have to apply my makeup according to the skin tone of my face. So that palette I just showed, I purchased that from the Korean store. It was like $9. It looks very similar to the Morphe palette, and I'm just going with a myriad of browns. That's what I want to try. I have no stated look that I go for when I do my makeup. I just try different things. So that's the great thing about doing makeup, is you can just be your own miniature artist. Whatever you're feeling, whatever expression you want to have, you just go for it. Like I said, I'm just going for a myriad of browns. I added a little bit of orange to just bring a little bit of contrast to my eyes. I use a eyeliner by NYX. It's a matte liquid eyeliner. Eyelining is very difficult for me because I have eyes that are two completely different cuts. So one side of my face has droopage because I'm missing teeth on that side. So I also have bone loss, and I have poor muscle structure on that side because I don't chew on that side of my mouth. So keep that in mind, ladies, when you are taking care of your dental work. Keep up with that, because in the long run it can affect the features in your face. So I'm applying eyelashes. I apply the eyelash for the type of cut I want to my eye. So you need to apply lashes that are going to complement the eye, as well as the type of clothing that you're wearing as well. So if you have something a little trendy, your fashion is a little trendy, you probably want to go for a more dramatic eye. And it also depends on, you know, the time of the day and everything like that. I more so wear my dramatic lashes at night. You'll probably never see me wear them in the daytime. So this is a very light volume lash that I'm applying. I've been wearing lashes for almost 13 years now, so that's why I'm able to kind of do it with my fingers. They do have tools that you can apply the eyelash with if you're uncomfortable using your fingers, or this is your first time doing it. I don't get the individual lashes, so this has just been my thing I've been doing for years. This particular lip gloss I purchased from Victoria's Secrets. It was like $18. I don't know why I spent that much on it, but this brown is beautiful. It's the color is called Decadent. I tried to show it on the video. It didn't really show up, but it gave like a very neutral brown that I could work with. Now I'm just kind of adding in, filling in to make sure that lash line is matching up with the eyelashes. I go under the synthetic eyelashes with a mascara to my own lashes, just to blend it in so it doesn't look like there's lashes that's sitting on top of other lashes. This is a translucent powder that I use, and it's by Ben Nye. I have a summer tone and I have a winter tone that I use. The summer tone that I use is Topaz, and I just apply it in my T-zone and under my eyes, on my chin, and on the lower part of my jaw. And it kind of just gives that natural highlight for me. So I have to be careful with this because I have to tone my skin tone back down to make it a little bit more blendable with the rest of my body. So that's why I do use the MAC contour palette to kind of bring that brown back into my face. and I apply it right under the cheekbone and right along the jawline. And then I'm going to blend. And excuse my edges, ladies. I hadn't gotten to my edges in this part of the tutorial. This I found at City Trends, and if you guys are from where I'm from Killeen, Texas. That's probably about 45 minutes from Austin, Texas. You know exactly what City Trends is. I go right on in there and I find little stuff, little knickknacks that I like. I found that palette there for like $3, and it has pinks that I just fell in love with. So I'm going to use this brown pink. It's like a mauve type color, and I'm just going to apply it right on my cheeks, right on the fat of my cheeks. I found this highlighter at Forever 21 a few years ago, and it has just always done the job for me. I love it. So I'm using like a blending brush, and I'm going to hit just the apple of my cheek and right above that mauve part. And that's going to help give my face that glow. I can use this the same way I would use the highlighters that are trending right now, except for I paid $5 for this. Some of you ladies are paying almost $20, $30 for these highlighters that have been out for forever. It's just that they're being used differently. So yes, I hit the tip of my nose. I hit kind of part of the bridge, the forehead. So basically your T-zone, ladies. So I'm going for this darker brown just to hit right along the bone itself to give that contrast. And I suck it in so I can really see where my cheekbones are, because both my cheeks are kind of disproportionate from one another. I smile because I can see where the lighting is hitting, and I know where to apply more or less, tone it down at. So this is an illuminating palette that I got from NYX. I love NYX's makeup. I probably have that more than any other makeup brand I have in my arsenal. So I'm just applying like a highlighter right in the corner of my eyes. And this is a daytime look for me. So I'm going really light. I'm not going as heavy or as dramatic. And yes, hit that Cupid's peak. I think that's what they call it. I just started doing that recently, and I love that look. I really do love it. So I'm just adding in more for a dramatic effect. I'm just adding more of the brown from that palette I showed you. And I don't have a particular, like, I have like a tons of brushes, but use those brushes for what you think is best. Like, you don't have to use a particular brush for this or that. Use what you think is best to achieve the look you're going for. I don't think there's standard rules for brushes unless you're a professional, and I'm not. So that is my look.